Well, very soon, and any day now, perhaps, the Supreme Court is going to be ruling on President Biden's student loan forgiveness scheme. And I just think that the American people find it offensive to think that they could take the 13% of people in this country who have student loans, take that debt and transfer it to the 87% of people who don't have student loans. And that's what we're doing. This is all going on the national debt. It's all on the federal debt. This was purely a political ploy on the president's part. And it's really unfortunate because I think that if you look at the people in this country who work hard every day, in many cases didn't have an opportunity to go to college, or those who worked hard to help scrimp and save so they could get through school, or their parents did that for them so they could get through school, or they paid their loans down. I mean, there are a whole lot of people in this country who fit into that category. It's the 87% of the taxpayers who are going to be footing the bill. The debt's going to be transferred to them from the 13% who have student loan debt. And the really ironic thing about it is the National Bureau of Economic Research found that this policy has encouraged people to take out even more student debt because they're getting some of their debt paid down. They're now taking out more debt. So it's just leading to more debt on top of the debt that's already owed because they're not paying it back. The president clearly knew that the Supreme Court was likely to strike this down. I certainly hope that is what ends up happening. And I believe they went into this with their eyes open, but I also think it was, again, it was a political year, attempt to try and influence votes in an election year, but really truly unfortunate because he hasn't done anything meaningful to address the high cost of college education. This was a political ploy, and ultimately in the end, I think that I'm hoping certainly that the Supreme Court strikes it down, and when they do, there'll be a lot of unhappy people out there, and those unhappy people will have one place to look, and that's the White House, because they went into this, I think, fully knowing that this was going to be struck down. There's going to be a lot of people who are going to have to start paying loans back, and that's what should have happened in the first place. The $1 trillion giveaway by this administration.